It's been a lot of fun. Been new challenges daily, moment by moment, learning their abilities, them learning mine, strengths and weaknesses. It's a daily challenge, like I said, but it's fun. That's what makes it fun. That's what makes this sport enjoyable and difficult and all things encompassing. So it's good. Guys are unique in their own way, have their own talents and abilities that can affect teams in different ways and affect our offense in different ways, and that's the beauty of it. We got a lot of options, a lot of guys who can do it, and really excited just to see their confidence grow, because that's what's going to take them to the next level, like it did with Pat and Zakari and the guys you've seen in the past here. So bright future for all those guys, and I'm excited to be a part of that with them. But on the right track, long way from now until game one, but doing the right things to make things happen in the right way.
What is your job in lifting them up and creating that?
Yeah, a lot of encouragement, I'll tell you that, because as an early young player, you're fighting a lot of confidence issues, a lot of just football IQ hurdles and obstacles, and just encouraging them through the battles of, stepping into a starting position like they want to have, and learning to deal with the mindset of that, the pressures, the expectations, the weight that it can bear, but helping them understanding that they belong. They wouldn't be in that position if they didn't belong. They weren't talented. So a lot of encouragement, a lot of teaching. I was around a lot of good ones with Isaiah, Casey, Washington, and Pat Bryant, Zakari. Even back where I was at, there was a lot of. I played with the second rounder at Ole Miss, and I've been around for a minute, and I've used my talents to really understand the game as a student. And so helping them, I'm obviously not a receiver coach or anything like that, but I know football from my perspective, and I can help them just with how I see the game, how I see them fit into what we're doing, and how I can help them any way possible. A lot of encouragement, a lot of lifting them up. It's daily. It's daily battles and challenges, but it's fun. It's been a great time.
Can you look back to where you were 2 years ago at this point? How have you grown just as a player and a leader? I know it's a big picture question, but
yeah, I've answered it a lot. I feel like at this point, man, it's just been so. I love the game so much because it's taught me so much about my life right now as a young 20-year-old. But it'll carry with me until the day I die for sure. It's taught me most about it taught me what matters most in this life, and that's my faith and my values and my beliefs and the people I hold close to my heart, and just the relationships that I'm building every single day with coaches and players. There's so many people I come across every single day, and I'm just learning constantly about myself, about what matters, what's important through the adversities and the successes of the sport. I enjoy it. I came in as a shy little kid who didn't know who he was as a person. Now I've just blossomed totally into someone who's super confident because I know who my creator and savior is, and man, these coaches and these players in this place have brought out the best in me, and so just so excited to keep on doing the right things every single day, walking with a lot of prudence and humility to be my best, to use my gifts, and man, I'm so freed up because of I know the right things in life and what matters most.
Luke, when we talk about replacing Pat and Zakari, how valuable and important can your tight ends be, and even your running backs in the receiving game?
Extremely, yeah. Those guys are doing great things right now. A deep tight end room. Tanner Argan taking a lot of snaps last year because he had to, and bringing in kind of Cole coming back into that mix, who brings a really cool, unique element to it that can affect defenses in great ways that we think and we know. He belongs to that moment especially, and he's going to do great things for us this year. Excited for him. And then you bring in kind of two transfers, Davin Stoffel and Christian Abney, who been in college for a little bit, have their experiences elsewhere, but have their own unique abilities and talents that are going to do really good things for us, and all unique in their own way, and are tough physical dudes who can affect the pass game too, and the backs too. We really want to feature them as much as we can. Brett Bielema, he's going to run the football, and we have a committee of backs who can affect defenses in different ways. You obviously know Caden's ability and his size and strength, and Aiden's speed and his knowledge and his kind of experience, and then you have Khalil, a young guy who has a jolt that can really affect kind of what we're doing in a great way. So everybody's going to have their role for sure, and going to be used in their own way, and that's what we're here for. We're learning how we can use each and every person and their strengths to maximize our 12 opportunities ahead of us to be our best. And so yeah, it's not just the receivers obviously going to get the ball and affect defenses, from the skill position, those tight ends, man. To be our best, we got to use everybody on that field to affect every blade of grass and, every defender out there to be harder and to get other guys open. So everybody's being used, man, and a lot of people doing the right things to maximize their gifts.
Look a little bit off topic there. Quarterback recruiting here is going really well. From your point of view as the starting quarterback here, what's quarterback friendly about this system under Coach Lonnie and the program in general, and Art too plays a big role in that?
Yeah, when you win, you get good players. It's just common sense. And Coach Bielema has done a great job of establishing a winning culture here, and it attracts players. That's the bottom line. It's not rocket science, I'll tell you that. And so, but the quarterback-friendly offense, that's Coach Lonnie. That's what he's done in the past. UTSA for a couple of years and lighting it up, and lighting that league up on fire, and being here and recruiting good players. And like I said, just understanding everybody's abilities and strengths and weaknesses, and going out there on a Saturday and using them, at the highest level. And a lot of people want to play in this league. It's become the premier league in the country, and you win a lot of games. People want to come play for the premier league and the premier team in the country, and we're stepping into that role. So it's been cool to kind of start that trend, I guess, or be a part of it. And but yeah, Coach Lenny, he's great at what he does. He's gonna do it for a long time. After this, and be ultra successful and just consistent year after year. He's always the numbers and the stats of kind of his offenses are always getting better and better, and he's just always working, always humbly approaching the game, trying to get better. And so he's very open to suggestions, not just from me, but Art and the other coaches, and everybody's just very cohesive, and that just comes from his character. But Coach Lenny, man, that's his deal. He's the leader of our crew, and yeah, people want to play for him. He's a good dude, and he's a good coach, and knows what he's doing. So he's been around for a while.
With 3 young quarterbacks in the room, what's important to you to maybe show them, help them, pass down to them, just as they continue to develop?
Yeah, I guess that's kind of legacy leaving. I just want to leave a legacy of good character, of good faith, and I've learned a lot in this business, in this college football world, and growing up. Growing up in college football, I remember how greatly the quarterbacks ahead of me affected me in the way I play today and the way I carry myself. So I know the younger guys behind me are going to, kind of take that same approach. When they're older, they're going to remember, me, hopefully, as a good dude and as a good leader, a good competitor, a guy who led with toughness and worked in the best way possible. So I know that's real, and because I lived it. And so, yeah, it's important. It is, man. But I don't think about it much because I know the things that I'm doing will be memorable for them, and just trying to pour into my craft every single day. I hope they see that, and helping them in every way they can, because I know helping them will benefit our team greatly, and so in the future. And so, man, I'm just trying to do the right things. I hope they see that, and I know they are, because I know I'm doing the right things because I've had a lot of trial and error. So I love what I do, and I love who I do it with, and I love those little quarterbacks that I work with every single day. And so they're great players, but yeah, man, I'm always trying to help, encourage, because I feel like I have a lot of knowledge and confident and competent in what in the game and what I'm doing, and always learning. So I hope they see that.
Your 5th college camp, have you learned how to kind of, with your body, just to kind of keep you healthy just through a 5-6 month season, and specifically, not to say you're on a pitch count, but with all the reps going kind of to you and Ethan, just
right.
Not throw your arm out in August?
For sure, yeah, the games. That's a great question. Absolutely, yeah. You got to be aware of, your body in a health and a wellness, standpoint physically. But for me, I'm not banging around a whole lot. I'm throwing. That's kind of really the only thing I got going on in my legs a little bit. But keeping my mind fresh and healthy is really the big thing for me. And year 5 can get pretty tedious and redundant, especially week 2 and week 3. But just realizing why you do it. And but from a physical standpoint, yeah, I'm just. Throughout the whole offseason, you work on strength and agility and speed and body control, but you're also working on injury prevention. And so thankful I have a good strength staff that really maximizes our moments in the offseason for injury prevention. But in these moments, man, I go get it every single day. I love practicing. But, yeah, I'm aware of, not overdoing something or things like that. But, my mechanics from a quarterback position, does a lot with injury prevention. I'm not putting myself in bad positions, but – yeah, I'm aware of my body. I know when to listen to it and when to push it a little bit and challenge it. But, yeah, I certainly know or have a better grasp of how to maintain for the next 6 months, for sure, because it's easy to look at today from a physical standpoint, but I got to be this way in December and so on. So doing the right things every single day, just using my time wisely, I guess, to be in the best spot from injury prevention and strength and speed standpoint, and so just maximizing my moments from that every single day.
Although some of the skill guys are changing, you have a lot of returners on the offensive line. How much confidence does that give you having so many returners in that offensive line?
Yeah, I mean, a lot. Those guys have played a lot of ball. They've seen a lot of looks, a lot of defenses, taking a lot of snaps, and their minds are right about what matters, how to win, how to be successful on a field on a Saturday when it's hectic, when they're winning, when they're losing. Like, I can trust those dudes, and that's the bottom line. I have a lot of trust in the people I do it with, the 5 up front, and my coaches. This is pretty much the same exact staff I had last year and even the year before that. So I understand what I'm doing, with the people I do it with. And so that naturally just creates a lot of comfort. And a lot of friendships and relationships have been built throughout my 3 years because, man, a lot of people that I'm in the locker room with today were there 2 years ago with me. So a lot of comfort and a lot of trust knowing that they know what they're doing. They put their all in their craft, and so just allows me to play even freer. So I'm excited to play with them again, man. These are lifelong relationships that I don't take for granted. So enjoy them all and enjoy everybody I do with.
Luke, how much does the University of Illinois mean to you? You talk about helping out with recruiting. A lot of the guys you might be helping recruit now you won't play with. How much does this place mean to you?
A lot, yeah. It gave me a second opportunity to kind of do what I've always wanted to do and to play football at the highest level in this conference. And a lot of people wrote me off coming off of 2022 from Ole Miss and even 2023, coming off of that year too. But, man, I just did the right things, and that's thanks to the people around me here at Illinois between these walls and the community and just bringing out the best of me every single day outside of these walls that we stand in the football perspective, challenging me and my mind and my spirit, getting out of my comfort zone. It's been such a blessing, and the people here have been, nothing but good to me. So forever thankful and just excited to be doing something that I love to do with a lot of good people. And so that's a pretty big question for while I'm still in it. So it's hard to kind of wrap my mind around it a whole lot and have a lot of appreciation because I'm so focused on creating more memories and more moments for this team, this community. But I realize that something special is being built. And a big part of it is this team and what we're doing. It means a lot to a lot of people that's bigger than myself. So, it's something that I'll reflect on in the near future. But just thankful, man. A lot of gratitude for this place, these people, and their passion for the Illinois program. So, very, very glad I could do it.
After your personal success last season, just where do you see room for growth in your game this season?
Tons, yeah. I mean, I'm so confident and convicted that I would just be such a better and such a better player from last year to this year, even more from 2023 to 2024. I think we'll have an even bigger jump, in 2025 just because of the work I put in. I understand what I need to do to create success from head to toe, body control, strength, and my mechanics as a quarterback, but just understanding the game and my confidence is just going to a new place. And so I'm just so confident and convicted that it's going to be an awesome year from me, and I'm doing everything I can. I'm exhausting all my gifts physically, mentally, spiritually, emotionally to be my best. And so I'm expecting success, because I'm giving my very, very best every single day, but wanting to use my body and in different ways and have better body control in situations, better feet, and just every little piece of my game, it's going to tighten up and get better. So, and I'm working on it, with a lot of humility every single day. So super excited for it.